So I forgot how to do introductions. I'm straight. Here on a mission. Not sure where I am right now, but I have abilities that I guess you guys will maybe find out one day, or sooner than later. Depends. I'm of course a Tabaxi, and my brother Jorzen. Don't ever mess with him. I'll make sure that you guys are dealt with.
Oh yeah.
That's it. Okay. Let's move to the next person. Chikarna.
Okie dokie. The name's Chicken. I love food, and I love my brother, yeah. I'm here with my brother, and we're looking for whatever we can do to just basically earn some money and get more food. We've been around this area for quite some time now. I'm a black cat, yeah. Yeah, that's about it.
Our next individual is Aragon.
Dinner.
Hi. So I'm traveling. Yeah, traveling. That's the right word. I'm traveling to Drakkenheim, of course. And my plan is, well, I don't really have one, but I'm trying to sort of like, I guess, I don't know, solve a puzzle or something. It's like, I don't know, my destiny or whatever. I'm really bad at speaking in front of large groups, and this is kind of making me uncomfortable, but yeah, hopefully we don't all end up dead and massacred terribly, or swallowed and inhaled by the haze, or other terrible foreboding things that I've heard about from this place. I'm sure we'll all be just fine.
Alright, thank you very much. As Rin, it's your turn.
Warren kind of looks around at the group, and then he opens up. You can see a kind of a scowl on his face, but then he kind of breaks it into a smile. Name's Warren Gray, and I'm in search of someone, looking for someone. Only time will tell how I decide what to do from there, but until then, it's a pleasure to meet you all.
Tuna.
Tuna's the name and stealing's the game. Only for fishing. And other things. I come with my brother. A lot of things. Keeping him hungry is the number one thing to prevent.
And our last individual, Jorzen.
Joy is the name. Came with my brother, Drake, really to understand and try to figure out what is behind all of this. Let's see.
As that is our heroes for Drakkenheim. What wonders and interests come along their way, we'll figure out together across this crazy campaign. As the road to Drakkenheim is a dangerous road, not easily traveled by many, as many seek their fortunes, plunder the city of its riches. The calamity hit here 15 years ago and has demolished the city to ruins. There has been stories of abominations that dwell within the city, creatures that were once humans and dogs and other things, now twisted and turned for better or for worse, as you lot begin to make a road, as you were hired, likely, as Aaron Marlowe, an individual that you'll come across many across this travel, as he himself is rather a provisioner across these lands. Marlowe, you could say, does not take a gender. He is neither male or female, as it is hard to tell through this adventure, and we see fit towards this adventure forth. As Marlowe is bringing a caravan of goods towards a great village nearby Drakkenheim, Emberwood Village. Very prosperous place for people to have refuge there, make a name for themselves, or a safe haven for those that have traveled in Drakkenheim and need either recovery from ailments to likely a bed, or merely a nice cooked meal to keep them warm at night. Your venture has taken you countless weeks to get towards Drakkenheim, as it's quite a long journey ahead. Kronk, I can hear everything, and you might have to put yourself push to talk. As you guys currently are on a supply mission, you have been hired by Arlen himself, as you have reason to venture to Drakkenheim is unknown to you, maybe your own missions itself, but Arlen has hired you to guard the caravan. So the last group they hired was stiff and last minute dropped out. Marlowe is currently willing to pay you 25 gold pieces each for the trip upon the arrival of Emberwood Village. A perfect way to make some money. A great way to track yourself to the city. As you meet Marlowe in the city of Altaberg, which is the closest large city to the city of Drakkenheim. So it is a 3-week journey to the ruins. And as you arrive there, seeing Arlen there, awaiting the individuals to come forth. As he is currently looking, or they are currently looking, for some potential new guards upon this trip. As most of you know that it would be suicidal to go on your own without a caravan and a group of people. Unknown to who you're allied with is questionable. As you eventually see the individual with the 2 draft horses, mounted on a caravan full of supplies, as they look like they're waiting for some great individuals. As you make it to the city, realizing quickly enough, some of you want to go to Drakkenheim, but this may be a great opportunity. As you may now traverse yourself as you see fit, maybe potentially greeting yourselves with Arlen, or maybe accompanying your own roleplay or conversations. It is up to you as you see fit. As you take the stage.
So we're thinking of taking it, or like we're all not grouped up yet, right?
You're currently not grouped up. You are deciding whether or not you wish to take it. You
Okay.
obviously want to get to Drakkenheim. This is the best way to get there, by a caravan, and being guards, potentially getting some money on the side. But it won't be an easy track to Drakkenheim. There'll likely be bandits across the roads, wild animals, and plenty of more.
I think we should take it, Stripes.
Vern is gonna think too much about it. He's not gonna think too much about it. He's just gonna go towards the caravan.
I agree. 25 gold is pretty good.
Chicken. I found a good. I found us good money.
Oh, so that means we can get more food, right? Yeah.
More food, more easier life. 25 gold pieces for each of us.
Oh wow, that's a lot of food. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that carriage, right? Yeah.
Yes.
And Chicken
Piece
would
of paper
run.
shows
like,
us here.
Chicken would like run, tugging Tuna along. Like, let's go already.
Let go, I can walk.
And you just hear Chicken, food. Yeah.
Some of you get closer towards the individual, seeing some children walking up to it as it's kind of startled for a second. As the questionable. Can I help you?
We are here to help, to say.
I'm not too sure if you're of age.
Oh, we are. We may be small, but comes with the trade. You can't really hit someone if they can't really be hit.
Could you show me something that nobody else could do around here?
Alright. You and me, Chicken. Let's go.
I think we'll hopefully do some performance.
Sure.
Oh god. 16.
Okay.
I would start like using my rapier, which is just a marlin fish sword, just like a size of a foot. He just starts jabbing it around Chicken. Just you hear him little gruntings like in little quick
Chicken would
successions.
be like dancing around him then. Just like effortlessly trying to like dodge.
See, I can't hit him.
You are a pair, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you'll get the 25 gold pieces each when we have finished the mission towards Emberwood Village. It will be a 3-week trek. Hopefully you have enough supplies to last you.
Do you provide
Uh,
food for us as well?
Of course, but your own weapons and arrows and provisions is up to you.
I think like as they were mid-talking, Chicken would run up and hug your leg as soon as you said yes that you provided food.
Yeah, I think like,
Oh,
and then
thank
I'll
you,
just
thank
pull it
you,
away.
thank you, Yeah.
I'll try to pull him away.
He's like,
It
nope.
tries to kind of kick you off.
Yeah, it's just like
No hugging. Bad manners.
Okay. But they said food.
Yes, that's good for us.
Okay.
It's like a Smeagol Precious.
Oh, it is all good for us.
Alright. As you guys can jump onto the wagon. There is provisions
Yes.
and stuff. Do not touch the provisions though. That is for Emberwood.
Okay. I won't touch it, yeah.
You're supposed to protect it. Protect the cart, protect the horses, and of course, hopefully protect me.
Okay, just protect everyone.
So you eventually you see, as you guys probably hiss or whatever noises you make, you see 2 other individuals trying to join into the potential adventure. As you see a rather large individual, tiefling-like, and a small tabaxi, short like you.
I think that's the location right there.
Yes, we were here to also accept the cart ride to protect the van. the caravan.
Well, can you do anything different than those two over there?
I
You
think
see
like
two
we're looking
small
around.
fucking guys.
What
We're
did
probably
they-
looking inside the cart, just like exploring.
Right. You
What
would
did
see,
they do?
Well, they should be a dagger trick, and the other one could dodge and weave like a feather in the wind.
Well, I I was born with the gift of magic.
A magic? Could you show it?
Uh, I guess
Wait, it's gonna cost you a gold piece to see him do magic.
A gold piece? You're looking at me for hire mental. I'm not paying a gold piece to see that.
Well, then I guess you're just gonna have to see our skills in action when we fight.
Well, then I have to look elsewhere for some other individuals.
No, trust me, you on us.
it's
Can we
okay.
do this?
I can
Yeah,
do a
it
little.
is.
Chicken does not.
Oh, he's. You can roll perception.
I'm sniffing for food.
If you want, or passive perception would kick in if you within the vicinity of 10.
Okay.
It's okay.
Pass.
Okay.
It's okay, Stripes. I guess where are we? I guess I'll cast a little firebolt off into the distance.
Ah,
Oh,
you
what a
can do
waste.
magic. I see. That is rare around these parts. Not a lot of wizards around here. I would be careful, though, the people you show that to. There might be individuals that might wish to take forth upon those gifts in other
That's why I was
matters.
trying to keep it a secret.
I guess I'll. Well, yeah. I'll keep
What
that
about
in
your
mind.
little friend? What can he do?
I'll hold a kind of discreetly. I'll hold a finger up to my throat, and you'll see kind of a black haze go through. My voice gets really deep. Say, I can do many things, and it's kind of like an intimidation tactic. I'm using thaumaturgy.
So you're threatening the
voice.
person, basically. The fucking roll me intimidation.
There's intimidation. Oh, Jesus.
He's not good at arm swing.
Let's go nat 20.
20, that's a good.
Oh, shit.
As he looks at you, I see gifts and hidden. I
Like
guess you could
said,
say I'm a little intimidated, but I'm not too sure. I'm merely taking your skill sets because of your friend here.
It's the natural 20.
As it looks directly at it is a natural 20. He gets started a little bit, but he's more inclined to take you just because of Jorson.
That's fine.
I think you like heal in the background as well. It's just like,
Greedy.
And my voice got like 3 times louder too. So, like you said, we're not supposed to be showing off our abilities.
Yeah.
So are
Well,
we
you're
hired
welcome
or
to meet
not?
the 2 individuals there, the 2 munchkins.
Oh, look, two cats. How interesting.
I think you'll see us immediately. Like Tuna's like trying to break off of chicken. Like he's trying to get into the provisions of the food. And like,
No! Not yet. No eating!
A
It's just a
hungry
little
one.
snack.
I see.
No
Oh.
snack until everyone eats!
This could
I
be
think-
interesting.
Chicken would then like notice you two and just kind of be like with his arms crossed in front of him in his like big overcoat that he has, you know, and just kind of like sternly staring. More of that vibe of protectory and standing his ground. Are you coming with us on this journey, it seems?
Yes. My name is George.
And you?
You can call me S.
Duly noted. Name's Chicken.
Oh, sounds good. And I'll lick my chops.
I think like you tuna would hiss.
You guys are making me hungry now.
No attacking chicken. Tuna's name is Tuna.
Ooh, fish and chicken. Oh, what a delight. I'll get up on the caravan and I'll go sit. Just kind of looking at them.
You guys are like 3 little freaking chibi characters.
Hmm.
And then like freaking Jordan sticks out like a sore thumb.
I don't like this greedy person.
Well, you'll all have to work together and hopefully you'll figure out a partnership in the 3 weeks. Then you can depart yourselves once you arrive to Emberwood's village. As go ahead.
Stop the cart! Don't leave without me. And
Yes,
the dragon
please.
will kind of run up. Well, we're right here. There's 2 more of us.
Another one with ears this time, whiskers. Are you related? My apologies. You're probably not. Are you capable of doing anything? I know you wanted a ride. What kind of potential powers do you have by chance that could help across this venture? As it's going to take some weeks before we arrive at Ember Village, and I require some rather useful needs. Are you able to heal people, learn some medicine, or maybe potentially fight?
Yeah. Here, watch this. And he's gonna pick up like a leaf on the ground and put it in between his hands, and then he will cast Druidcraft to sort of blossom it into a big flower.
You're a rare sight for 4 eyes. I haven't seen a druid in ages. I've heard the myths around these parts. Most of the druids have left the eastern vales and ventured further south, away from the calamity.
Yeah. Well, I figured that it could probably be a little bit useful to, the cause. So here I am. And he kind of cocks his head a little bit.
Interesting.
Sorry, I'll get out of your way. And he sort of moves out of Waren's way and hops into the cart.
As you see now, 3 chibi characters looking at each other as you see a strange individual looking outside.
The one with her already said my name. I come from a bit far away, but I was hoping I could also catch a ride.
What are your capabilities? I can't merely just take an individual like yourself without any god ability. Do you know how to fight, to defend yourself?
He kind of looks over he kind of looks over Aaron's shoulders, looking at the rest of them. I can't do magic, but he kind of displays the shield that he has, and it kind of shows a solemn, teary-dropped face. And as he unsheaths his sword and does a couple practice swings, the sword transforms from a solemn face to a more feminine face that's smiling. Does another couple practice swings. I've been training my whole life. I can defend you if you need be. I can even protect anyone here with my life.
Well, hopefully you don't die along the way. We'll need your strength for sure. Especially with the group you will be protecting as well. And these will be your friends or family if you see fit to it. The next 3 weeks journey towards Emberwood Village. Provisions are offered, of course, for the 3 weeks. The 25 gold pieces you will receive will be at the end of the venture. Feel free.
His eyes kind of like startle up when you say 25 gold. Oh, 25 gold? I mean,
Well, we need to bring
Yeah,
the
that's-
supplies
yeah, that's
to
it.
Amberwood Village. They're in must need. They're the front lines towards Drakkenheim, and it's sparringly hard to get stuff, provisions there. There are always thugs and thieves and creatures that lie in Westermar in the woods. So I need very brave individuals to convey this mission at hand. This is the only way in and out towards the village. Most people have tried and failed. I had a group of adventurers that were interested, but then they flaked out last minute.
Maybe it's better if they didn't come. Not everyone's cut out for this kind of life. He puts his weapons away, and he gives a bow. You can tell he's really kind-hearted, even though his face kind of gives off a mean scowl. I will protect you and the people here, if I can.
Well, we're going to be setting off soon in the next 30 minutes. Be sure to maybe greet each other or some common ground, of course. I don't wish fighting upon my voyage along this travel. As he begins to set up the rest of the caravan, as you have half an hour to get to know each other and see if there's some common ground for you guys to work upon, and obviously some conversation that could be had.
Wherein, I guess, is the last to get on the caravan. As he gets on, he kind of just tries to pick a spot that's left open in between. Excuse me.
Right here. There's a little bit of a spot right here.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
In between, you can. It's like a little bit awkward because he has his like big ass shield, clearly stuff on his right. So he's like trying to put it down.
Wait,
There we
that's
go.
that's quite the shield.
Oh, yeah, it's a bit weird. It's
But
my
you have some.
family's
Yeah.
crest. Yeah, it's yeah, it's
That's
weird.
awesome.
Oh, really? He kind of like
Yeah.
looks at it a little bit in disbelief, and then looks at him. Really?
Yeah. I've just got this, and the Haragon will pull out just a plain wooden shield. Mine's just a plain old slab of wood that I, well, between you and me, I may or may not have found someone who perished in the woods and no longer had use for it, so.
Immediately hearing that, his eyes shoot up. But then he reverts back to his like scowl expression. But it's kind of weird because every single time you see his scowl, you think he's going to say something mean, but he just says something kind. Well, I'm sure he wouldn't have mind for it to be put to better use.
Well, too bad I can't ask him. He's dead after all, right?
Right.
I think after like you said that he found it off a dead body, you see like a little munchkin. I don't think we made our introductions that are what he looks like. It's like a little. He has a little tiny kind of wizard hat ish, but you can see like the ears sticking out of each, making a little hole on him. He on his back, you can see a little marlin on his marlin skeleton, as well as a toothpick on his side. Really big one, since most small ones are not gonna pierce through metal things, but. He does hold like a backpack with the stuff and like a brown cloak. He sports more of a like tabby munchkin. But other than that, he comes up to you and jumps is like,
Did you hunt him? Kill them?
I'm sorry. What?
Hunt!
He's a herring gun. They don't hunt.
Sorry, I'm a what?
You're a herring gun, aren't you?
Sure. Yeah. That's
No,
that's me.
Are you the herring gun or not?
Out of character, yes.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I'm definitely a hairy gone. Heron gone. Heron gone, yep.
Chicken
I
would
think he's
come
gonna give
up.
like a scowl towards
Yeah, that's kind of suspicious.
towards Stripe.
Is just like nice to assume.
So yeah, chicken would like come up, seeing that tuna like went up as well, right? So like same height and everything. Chicken is just all black, munchkin tabaxi. So I'm not sure how tall Herringon is.
Herringon is actually pretty short. He's about like 4 feet, 4.5.
Okay, so we would maybe come up to like your chest because I was thinking like 3 foot, like small.
Okay, yeah.
So like you'd see this black cat come up and just like seem very like chest puffed up, right, and like walking forward. And then I would look at tuna. Looks more like dinner, yeah.
Dinner? I don't. I really don't think we should be calling me that just yet. That's a little hasty.
What's dinner?
When's dinner?
Chicken points at Harrigan, quote unquote.
Only if he perishes on this mission.
Why is dinner?
Am I
Just
dinner?
makes sense, yeah.
Depends.
Waren's going to are you close to me, Haragon?
Am I pardon?
Are you like close to me?
Yeah, I'm sitting right beside you.
Okay, he's gonna look over at everyone's comments and then kind of whisper over next to you. You should probably stick close to me. I don't think you're the kind of person to like to be eaten, right? I mean, you'll definitely die, right? I'm sorry, this is all new to me. I've never really met anyone else than human.
Yeah. So what's everyone hoping to accomplish getting closer to Drakkenheim?
I like treasure.
Food.
All right.
Money.
Lots of one-word noun answers. I like it.
We like to try to keep things simple, especially to strangers. Like, sure, we're protected by claws right now, but you never know what could happen afterwards. You guys could attack us, or who knows? The corruption could have already seeped far enough where we might run into it. It's pretty deadly, man.
Fair enough.
So we try to keep it simple for now. And who knows? If we work together as a good team, we might benefit each other very well.
Yeah.
Scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
Do
thought
you
it
say
was-
that with your claws out?
Yeah.
No.
Is that not? Forgive me. Is that not mildly culturally insensitive?
No, we gotta toughen you up a little bit.
I'm just saying. I like as a more hairy and small individual, not as small as yourself, but small and furry still. Like calling us cute is considered rude. So I figured like scratching and like scritching is also,
Oh, you can do all the scratches and scratches you want. Just don't be aggressive.
Oh my god. Okay.
I think
And
he
be
will
careful,
jump.
because 100.
Or Jordan's probably like, what the fuck? Why?
I think like for both of you guys, since you guys are sitting each other, he would get on each of your knees. You could tell that he's light. Serving as like But he just looks as
Just like, don't trust him. He says that he uses the other guy to pay money to show magic for 1 gold piece to show his skills. True skill be shown.
Right, that's very sneaky. Yeah.
Are you
Or
whispering
the
or are you just saying
concept
it out
of
loud?
yes.
Was it
Okay,
out loud or whispered?
No, yeah, it is.
Oh, okay, he's just gonna just give a nod.
Or the concept of keep your greatest secrets a secret until needed.
And then I think
There are
you'd see
You
Chicken
never can trust
notice
anybody at this
Wern's
moment.
shield being shiny and just like walk over towards it. Like he can't help himself.
Oh, hello. He kind of like looks over from because are you still on my lab, Tuna? Are you still on our labs?
No,
No,
he'd
I'm
jump off.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. So he's gonna just look over his leg. Hello.
Chicken will look up and then he'll just point at your shield. Shiny.
Oh. Oh, this? Yeah, it's actually well, kind of looks over briefly at Haragon again. It's actually a fairly heirloom. It's pretty cool. I guess, to be honest, the village where I'm from was kind of made fun of it for it. We don't really have anything else besides our shield. But
Mm.
there's a legend around it. You see, it's apparently it was once worn by a great hero, but I think that's just a story my dad used to tell me. I'm not too sure. My mom used to. Well, never mind now.
No, keep going.
And you can kind of you can kind of tell when he changes his tone. The shield's uh face kind of withdrawn to the first face you saw, which was like a sad withdrawn face with eyes with tears on his shield's eyes. He kind of stops talking. Never mind.
Chicken would
Anyway,
shout
I'll
his
well, yeah, well, he as he like stops talking for a moment, he says, "Anyway, yeah, that's the shield."
Chicken would reach out his tiny little paw and put it on like your leg from where he's at. Don't be sad. You are good men. You are shiny men with shield. A shiny man can be hero. And then he'll turn around and go back towards Tuna. I like the shiny man, yeah.
Shiny man?
His shield is shiny.
There's a difference between an object and a man.
I see deep down that he has like shiny spirit, yeah.
Mm.
How? If you don't, sorry, chicken. It was, yeah.
Yes. What do you need, dinner? Yeah.
How exactly did you know that his inside, like, soul is shiny?
Not sure. Chicken just has always been good at things like that, yeah.
I think just being here should be enough.
Okay, well,
It must mean something. Fate must have brought us here. So, we might be something greater.
we've completely forgotten. And Herringon's gonna turn and face Jorzen, and to an extent Stripe as well. I don't think we've really spoken much to you yet. What's your purpose? I don't really know what else to say or call it, but
Well, I'm here to find answers. want to know what's behind some of this. It's been a curiosity of mine for a while.
You mean the calamity?
Yes. It's a story behind it, but we won't get into that here. Not now.
Of course.
So eventually, you eventually see Aaron Marlowe getting onto the reins of the horses, onto the carriage. You ready to go? You got everything you need. We won't be coming back this way.
I'm good to go.
Wherever
Yeah.
you are.
Are you ready to head out, Stripe?
Always. 50 gold pieces is a good amount of money.
Yeah,
You
it
know
can help.
what to do now.
Mm-hmm.
And plus,
Right.
these guys are interesting. If the patron tells us that the other group cowered away, these guys must have guts. I must like that, or I like that. So let's test them.
I'll say it'll be a very interesting group to be a part of.
I think it's gonna be fun.
Are you guys like? I'm assuming you guys are like close together. Are you guys like speaking like really out loud? Because I only have like a passive perception of 13. So
Oh, I'm sitting on the window of the door.
There's no windows or doors on this
Oh.
thing. It's just literally a cart with a tarp over the supplies tied down.
Oh, well, I'm sitting on the edge of the tarp.
oh, okay. I'm gonna assume probably not.
I was talking to him.
Yeah. I just want just for
Anybody with a
purposes
10
later.
perception
See
can
what's
hear a conversation if you're in the same cart.
Okay.
If you are whispering, then I would suggest rolling a stealth check about the whisper.
Mm-hmm. And like it's a group, we're not really hiding anything right now, other than what we're keeping hidden.
Okay.
We don't want people suspicious of anything at the moment, because then it just causes distrust in the group.
Well, what do you mean by at the moment? No, I'm joking.
Everybody's got their secrets, even you.
Sus.
Sus.
Yep, it is.
As you do see Arlen Marlowe, a lean person in the mid-40s. The shoulders lengths brown of a dark color under a cap. They wear slightly shabby woolen traveler's jackets, well-worn slacks. Chatty yet professional, with an opinion about everything, as they enjoy having company on the road, as much as they enjoy the extra protection. He kind of begins to ponder upon you all. I'm curious why you guys wish to go towards Drakkenheim. I've been hearing these conversations quite a bit. Sorry, I tend to hear things that I shouldn't. But it's kind of a given.
That's fine. I'm here for the treasure.
Treasure? Well, you won't
He's
catch me going in there. You couldn't pay me enough money to go into that city. The people willing to risk for the right price, I suppose. But I suppose people has got to eat, and honest folks can make good profit feeding them. As he looks towards the cats. But still, there are bastards who just want to take it.
I have a question for you. Do you never get, like, a thrill of adrenaline?
I always do when I take these caravan rides all the way to Amberwood. It's a dangerous place to get there.
That thrill is what I seek when we're hunting treasure. It's great when you find it, and it's useful. Like these these bracers I have. It's a prime example. I was so happy when I found it.
So you have a personal request there, I'm assuming. Something you wish to achieve. Become a great hero and find legendary treasure upon the relics.
My mouth, I start salivating a little bit when he says legendary treasure. Oh.
You could tell the story doesn't interest Warren at all. Kind of, he does attentively listen, but at the result of the hearing just treasure, he just kind of dismissively looks away, looks towards the
Same.
money.
I'm still looking out of the cart.
Upon this journey, you can ask Alan Marlowe. He's a very quite individual knowledge of information. You can obviously ask about the village. You can ask about Drakkenheim. You can ask about other things that are curious and interest in you. He may convey information as he may be very valuable to you upon this adventure, as he may give you insight and information, whether or not it's good advice or not. But he is a vast individual, as he has been going to Amberwood Village every month the last several years to add provisions towards Amberwood's village.
Sir Marlowe! Sir Marlowe!
Not Sir, just Aaron, for short, or Marlowe if you see fit.
My apologies, Aaron. When we get there, will it be alright if I ask you a couple more questions I had in mind?
You can ask me as much as you like. We have a long travel ahead. It's a great way to introduce each other. Maybe become friends.
Oh. Well, actually, there is something I wanted to ask. Do you know about the Queensmen?
The Queensmen, yes. Not particularly a big fan of them, in my opinion.
Me neither.
I guess you could say, for those that wish to be a bandit and steal from the poor and kill helpless people along the road for countless coin, or finding people in rather the worst places and converting them towards the Queen's cause. She is a rather horrible woman, in my opinion, but I suppose there are people out there that are willing to do anything to keep in good graces with her.
As he kind of listens to this, he doesn't respond back, but as he's about to ask next, well, actually, do you perhaps know the name of Brit? Never mind.
Well, I will say this though. Emberwood Village here, it will take quite a long travel to get there. Lucky enough, where we are traveling, it hasn't been abandoned yet. But it is the route place to arrive to Drakkenheim. Supposedly it's about 5 miles from Emberwood Village to arrive into the city. But there is obviously downfalls of that as well. There's a lot of adventurers like yourself. Increasing numbers of fortune seekers, mercenaries, prospectors, explorers, adventurers have begun to try their fate upon the ruins as well. The sleepy village is now a rather booming town again, which is great for us. Individuals are keeping it prosperous. But you will be facing against other people who wish to seek their fortune, and maybe even steal your artifact away from you.
Can't let that happen.
Most of the farms and villages within, give or take, 100 miles of Drakkenheim, you'll see and notice have been abandoned. For good reason, of course. Crops and livestock don't grow anymore. as the water and soil are contaminated by foul magic due to the contaminants that happened to Drakkenheim 15 years ago. People don't live around here anymore, and people who try to live here will live a hard life for the rest of their days. But be wary, though. The people of Amberwood Village, I'd say, they truly rely on people outside, like us. We're supplying them entirely, keeping them fed, keeping them warm, and keeping them supplies. Especially Flamekeeper Hana. She's a priest of the sacred flame. She provides a lot of our funds to attract caravans like ourselves. As without that funds, Ember Village would not exist anymore. It would be another destroyed remnants. That's how I'll give you the name for this individual.
They sound like an incredible person, Aaron.
Yes. Well, they keep me in business, I suppose, for sure. And of course, for you individuals, getting a handsome fee of money like that is quite nice to start off with. A great introduction towards your new beginnings, of course. As Amberwood Village does not have a lot of supplies, like great cities, as you know. You can't really retrieve anything you wish, and the people there are very strict on their rules and laws. I would suppose, you know, if you're looking for something interesting and intricate, there are individuals
if you
could buy
stuff you could buy with 25 gold now.
There are individuals that could potentially, well, sell you wares that they
Back
could
in my
have.
village, gold wasn't even a currency we even exchanged. We barely afforded silver pieces. It was... it's actually quite funny. And he kind of thinks about the gold, grabbing it in his hands. But... and he kind of balls it into a fist. Until I find him, I can't go home. Not yet.
Well, Drakkenheim is a dangerous place.
Kind of looks at you and nods. His shield looks very determined. His eyes are kind of shifted into like a very like Dragon Ball-esque kind of like stance, face. Very determined. I'm ready.
Who are you attacking? Okay.
Oh, he's testing. He's testing his sword.
Watch where you're swinging that thing. So, do you have anything that you need from Drakkenheim when we ever make it there? I'm talking to Arlen.
Are you talking to me or are you talking to
Arlen Marlowe.
Oh,
His name is Aaron.
Oh, Aaron.
yeah, Aaron.
No, I'm merely going... like I said, I would never go to Drakkenheim. You wouldn't catch me in there. Good God, suicide. I'm merely going to Emberwood Village to sell my wares and repeating the business, I suppose. I'm only going to be there for a few weeks, and then... So if you have any more information that you need to be had, I can foretell anything. I know of Drakkenheim, of its history and its knowledge, but I've never ever stepped my foot in there. It's too risky. I'm no warrior. I'm a provider, a provisioner, and that's all I wish to be. I do not wish to be a hero, or an adventurer, or make my money plead. I've seen many heroes and adventurers come out there changed forever. and I do not wish that same fate upon my own.
Well, I was born there, so I kind of get the gist of it, but
You were born in Drakkenheim before the calamity.
before, yeah.
You must have enjoyed your life there. Did your parents make it out? I'm assuming by the quietness your parents did not. My apologies. We still have much to travel, much to do. As after a full days of journey, you set up. Oh god. Am I disconnected? No. am back.
Give your mum my cock.
Alright.
Son of a bitch!
Her cock.
Chicken stabs you right in the throat.
Oh no, it's a natural 20 and I die.
Alright, so I'm back, guys. Yeah. Roger's being
I go up and then I slash at him.
Yeah.
Listen to
This
me.
is
what
an
the
all-out
heck?
brawl.
One of his
Yeah.
giant cat claws.
Yeah.
It just goes slice.
Yeah.
You're holding way too many secrets.
Alright, I don't know what the last thing I said to you guys before I cut out. I think I was talking to Stripes.
Oh, you cut out a while ago then.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
then we just started going.
Yeah, it didn't record any of that, sadly.
ELDR, Stripes asked a few questions. And then, what happened after Stripes asked a few questions?
I think I was explaining the villages and stuff. And how it was kind of left to its dismay. But either way, I was getting to a point where you guys had stopped eventually within the night, the first night of traveling to Westamar. Nothing has conveyed or happened through your adventure here, as you guys begin to settle out, as you guys begin to help pitch in, maybe make a fire, maybe you have some sleeping bags.
Behind.
As he begins to convey some supplies to make a stew. Some vegetables and some salted meats. You are welcome to hunt in the woods, but whatever creatures lie in them is up to you to face on your own.
Come on, chicken. Let's hunt.
Yeah, chicken will go with tuna.
I'm gonna follow you guys.
Yeah.
Alright, Jorson, I'm gonna go with these other cats.
Alright.
Oh, as well.
Stealth up.
I have a feeling this is gonna end badly.
Is anyone staying behind or no?
Next tuna.
Erlen and Mark-
Parangon is a little undecided.
I'm gonna stay behind. I'm gonna sit next to Aaron, and I'm gonna promise I protect you. I'm not going anywhere.
Well,
Thank
I'll
you.
also stay here. Besides, I don't really care for the idea of slaying an animal.
It's too risky out there, honestly. I brought enough provisions for the countless weeks of travel, but for those that wish to eat, they're welcome to hunt.
They have plenty of food, yeah.
Well, enough for a small amount, not enough to fill your belly full.
Not to gorge, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They don't have enough for all of us.
They wouldn't have.
Enjoy.
They wouldn't have enough for Agatar for sure. Let's just say that.
Yeah, Avatar is like one day.
No Agatar portions, yeah.
No Agatar portions. We have no chicken portions, no.
Right.
As he begins to convey, well, you're upon this mission, so as he gives you a bag of potatoes for you to peel, one of you, as carrots to be peeled, as he starts to work on some of the dry meats. This is a great introduction for you guys to help and learn some basic necessity skills if you've never picked up a paring knife and to peel or anything like that. Or in general sense, you can obviously convey and have a conversation with Arlen himself, or as well as you guys.
Warren goes straight for the bag of potatoes. I've got this. Kind of reminds me of home. This will be fun. Do you know how to do this? He kind of points the slicing knife and the paring knife to Paragon. No?
Could you demonstrate a bit?
He kind of smiles and he puts his shield down by the side and offers a seat next to him. And he kind of pats it gently. Here, let me show you. It's pretty easy, actually.
And Herringon will sort of pop over.
First, you just shave the skin. Oh, mother was much better than me. He kind of cut himself, but he's used to it, so he just kind of like shakes off the minuscule of blood. We'll wash it a little bit later. And he kind of keeps skinning it. This is how you skin it. And
Okay.
chop. And he kind of does like a small dicing, but not too technical. It doesn't really matter how you shape it since he's making a stew. Just make sure it's nice and cleanly shaved, and that's it. Try not to cut too in deep, and that's pretty much it. Kind of twirls the knife around. You can tell he's really used to cooking and stuff, and hands it to him, just like that. Easy.
Personally, I don't see the need to cook all this. I would just, And then Herringon, like, mimics a chomping motion with his mouth. But I suppose you, peel, and he, like, really shoves the knife and kind of slices a little too quick.
Careful.
And then you peel again. And he goes a little slower.
You got it.
And now he's like biting his tongue. You feel again. And then you chop. And he sort of just like chops it and mangles the absolute, like just cut into terrible pieces. Like that.
Well, you know what? This piece will be extra good. You can tell. He kind of like throws it into the pot. Well, into the basket that he's prepping for the vegetables. Maybe you can.
I think I heard a bird over in the back. I'm gonna go talk to it.
Right, of course. Oof.
Aaron
And he just sort of turns around and hops away.
Aaron kind of chuckles at that. Yeah, it sounds like you are becoming great friends quickly enough.
He seems nice.
Yes, the others just have left to, guess, adventure in the woods. I'm not too sure the bracken wold will be suffice for them. Not too sure what creatures lie in there.
Right.
So,
By the way,
Yes,
as we both say something at the same time, he kind of looks at him. By the way, earlier I didn't want to say too much, but do you know anyone in the Queen's tattoo by the name of Brigand?
no, I don't particularly connect myself with the factions there. I guess you could say I'm a pessimist. The law, I see fit to convey away from Drakkenheim's politics, and, well, I only know very few things about the factions and politics, but I don't convey into deeper connections of names or interests of some sort.
That makes sense. When we get there, to the destination, is there anyone that you know I could talk to that might have information pertaining to the Queen's tattoo?
Not particularly, but I do have a few friends and business partners that could help you supply yourself. Maybe arm you with some useful adventuring equipment. Maybe provide some good advice of exploring the ruins if you see fit. But
Okay.
besides that, I have no ill connections towards the Queen's men of some sort. Why is it very important for you to find this individual?
As he's like cutting still, he's chopping. Once upon a time, there was a boy in a nice village. A very nice village. And everything was peaceful. It was only until the explosion of Drakkenheim that this village was ransacked.
I see. Revenge. Revenge is not a good thing in my books. It usually leads to more harm than good. But I suppose it depends on the individual. I think there's much change and growth upon the future of Drakkenheim and the future of the factions uniting, hopefully, as a cause. But I don't think that's ever going to happen. The factions are so different than one another, the goals will never be equalized. But I've been told stories of potentially one of noble blood to unite the factions as a whole. If there was still an heir left of King Kessel, and it would change the whole predicament. But the hard question is, well, I suppose if there was one, it would have to be a hard claim towards the throne and a good reason of someone maybe even obtaining something of the king himself. See, rightful claim of blood and lineage. But from what I've been told, most of the individuals of the royal line are long gone from the calamity. There might be just small lineages and connections of cousins or likely relatives, or a connection towards a niece or nephew maybe. Either way, where we're going, there's going to be a lot of downfall. Calamity has taken over much of the villages and farms in Drakkenheim. It's left it abandoned. Crops and livestock don't grow there anymore. Water and soil is contaminated by foul magic. And to make it even worse, there's just not much to go off by. It's risky to even go into Drakkenheim without the knowledge and key. In my opinion, I would recommend getting as much knowledge in Amberwood Village. Ask adventurers, ask any individual there for information. I'm the best source of it, but I've never stepped my foot in there, let alone the politics that go on with the factions.
It doesn't sound as simple as finding a lost king.
Of course not. If they found one, Drakkenheim would have been reclaimed and repurged, but people are seeing fit to take heed of the Delirium that's within inside Drakkenheim. Have you ever heard of Delirium?
No. What is it?
Delirium is a rather dangerous substance. It had been created from the calamity itself. When the asteroid hit it, it had created these crystals of some sorts. These shards. These shards were capable of great things, but contaminated and unnatural energies would induce people to madness, monsters, and transformations that cannot be undone without mere healing. It required a very powerful individual, and stuff like that doesn't exist here in Drakkenheim very often. It's not something you could just get it in a grand city, but many people have tried to even cure the ailments, and either they died by their wounds or died by a horrible transformation, and their loved ones have walked into a monstrous creature, unable to remember who they are, and almost viciously attack them. Almost like zombies.
But, sorry, not to interrupt. Totally wasn't eavesdropping on that conversation. Delirium could do good things, right? It could be used for good. Right?
well, despite these dangers, I suppose Delirium ideally was designed for many other factions to craft magical items, fuel mighty new spells. I've just been told by the magicians that crave its powers. People would pay at a high price for Delirium, but in the wrong hands, it could transform your best friend into a horrible creature. Build someone's ambition further beyond your own. There are good things and bad things with these fragments. Many factions are divided over these crystals. Many wish to destroy them, some wish to harness them, and some, crazy, would like to worship them and see fit. But the war has ever so grown from these deliriums that this place, I wish it would never, these crystals never existed. If you ever see one, be careful. It could make you fortunes, but it could induce you into a mad state. And it may not, you may not recover from it ever. It's dangerous magic. Let alone the contamination that exists there. They call it eldritch contamination. It's caused by the Delirium. It's powerful in spells and magic and capabilities, but dangerous. It could be a disease. It could twist your bodies and insides, and you would scream begging to you would scream to be begged for a mercy kill from this damnation before you rip your friends apart. I haven't seen it myself, but I've heard stories, and they're graphic.
I guess that's why you would never go inside Drakkenheim.
To the risk of my knowledge to be swept away by turning into one of those abominations and living in Drakkenheim, I would never want that fate. Many adventurers have came in and never came out. Either twisted by them, or they died by them. Let alone, there's other dangers in there as well. The haze itself. The haze is the worst thing you've seen around you as we travel. There's this purple, powdery glow across the sky. That is what is the haze itself. Some areas of the haze can be very dangerous, and some can be enough that you could be exposed to it and not be harmed by it. But concentrated areas, especially in Drakkenheim, could potentially wither you to dust, or likely contaminate you even further. Once you're contaminated by the haze, there's no way of reverting it. I only know of a very few individuals in Emberwood Village that cure it, but it costs a toll. It may never remove completely out of you. You may be scarred like this forever. From what I've been told, I wouldn't recommend staying in Drakkenheim all night. It is too hazardous, and rather the contaminants inside Drakkenheim is like a poison. The more you breathe it in, the more you exhale it, the more it clings to your skin. Eventually, you'll find yourself wanting to be restful in there, tired, needing to recover. But don't quench yourself to that point. Many have tried to circumvent the vent of the haze, but many have failed and have been converted into either death or become some abomination or be scarred for life. And I wish not upon the people that I care about to be contaminated and twisted by the meteor's effects.
These ruins that you mentioned before, will the traces of Delirium be there too?
Drakkenheim, yes. The ruins in the Ember Village, outside of the outskirts, there might be some residue, but not harmful enough. But some of it is harmful enough to the ground, but it won't grow any food or drink, or even animals. There are places where you will never be able to hunt ever again. The animals have traveled away or died trying to survive.
See.
Once, Amberwood Village is about 5 miles out from Drakkenheim, and it's not contaminated yet. But time will tell if the haze will expand itself across the village and beyond. For now, it's contained. But how long is unsure. With more people taking these crystals out of this Drakkenheim, it's spreading across like wildfire. And the people who use it for evil, it may make things worse.
Right. Well, I for one plan on being incredibly careful when I get in to Drakkenheim. But I cannot speak for the others.
What do you plan on doing there? As he's like as he's finishing up cutting, he's like he remembers the conversation the lack of conversation on the caravan. What are you doing there?
Well, and then Harengon's gonna kind of sit back down again beside Waren. To be honest, I don't really know. I can't remember anything about my life except the last month or so. The last thing I remember was waking up in an old hotel with not much to my belongings, honestly. And I don't know why, but I can't remember anything except when there's talk about the calamity or Drakkenheim or the grey haze, or occasionally when I spend time in nature, there's these little... And you can see the hairs on the back of Harengon's neck almost stand on end for a second before kind of falling down in almost like a rhythmic pattern. I get these prickles, these glimpses of something more, this feeling of something more, but right before I can glean into it. And then the hairs completely stop moving. It's gone. All I know is that something is pulling me towards Drakkenheim. And it scares me, but it's also the only comfort of familiarity I've ever known. So, I guess I'm looking for Drakkenheim itself and then hoping it'll sort itself out, which is admittedly kind of a stupid idea, but it's all I've got.
It's not stupid at all. He kind of looks at the fire roaring. No, it's not. I understand. Sometimes it's not always about the end. It's about what you find.
Right. And then Harengon will pick up a knife and kind of nudge Waren again. Pass another one.
start you on carrots this time. Carrots for sure.
Okay.
And you, as he's like kind of like teaching him in between, and looks over at Jorzen. What are you really gonna be doing? You know, with your partner.
We'll be going to look for treasure. I'll be following him to make sure he's okay. And I'll be looking for answers.
His ears kind of perk up as he's like teaching him how to cut the carrots. Not too bad. Yeah, a little bit more wider, to be honest.
More wine.
Kind of answers.
Answers behind Delirium and other things like that. Gonna keep that kind of answers to like certain visions that I won't disclose too much right now.
Sounds like you and the answer. He kind of looks over at Harrigan.
Pardon, what was that?
Do I know this if you're hesitating to answer that?
Sorry, you just cut out a little.
Oh, what is your name?
I also don't know that. It's not for lack of trying, though. I've definitely tried. I just can't seem to recall my name.
Oh. See.
To be honest, I was just acting as a guide throughout some of the woods for a while, helping people get across the woods safely. So they never really needed to know my name. It was always just the Druid. Yeah.
Kind of looks over at Jorzen and then looks at the Haragon and says, well, I think you two are going to be talking to each other a lot more often, I think. Between you and your visions and between Jorzen looking for answers. In that case, I'll protect you both. I'll protect everyone. Even
If it makes you feel any better, little Haragon, I won't let Stripes eat you.
I definitely appreciate that. I wouldn't be lying if I said it wasn't a slight bit of comfort knowing that your friend won't consume me.
He'll grow on both of you.
As we'll take a quick 5-minute break. We'll be back in 5 minutes as we'll be on with the next group that's hunting. The 3 munchkins hunting for food in this wild game, unaware of what is to come their way.
A gold dragon.
Oh my god. And suddenly our party is of 3.
That'd be sad.
that would be sad.
This is definitely going to be interesting.
My
That's
philosophy for this game is to flee from anything. Just run, live. Don't strive.
Oh god, please don't tell me we're gonna have fucking... Our main causes of death is stupidity and forest.
Listen, man.
Just like the basement incidents. Now we'll have the forest incidents.
Don't go into the basement.
Honestly,
We're
that
cats.
house,
We have to have meat.
the house was just really unfortunate. That house interaction was just unfortunate, but like...
Yeah.
We had to deal with that on Tuesday's game. We literally saw
Yeah.
what was like before the death house.
And it was still the same freaking kids. They
Yeah,
weren't even dead.
Fuck
and
those
still-
fuck
they
ass
were alive.
kids.
Yeah.
They were alive.
Yeah. And they still did the same shit.
Those pieces of shit. Fucking. Well, then again, I killed someone. That was my first player kill.
It was interesting. It was,
It was
very funny.
gruesome. It was
probably-
gruesome.
Like off topic, it definitely was the most like dramatic D&D session I had played. A lot of shit went south very, very fast, and the team turning on one. Like, you know how Yuka betrayed everyone?
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
It was kind of like that, but
Oh, no.
very unexpected and just very out of the blue random. And it was like mid murder house, so like we were already dying, and then this like goes down,
Yep. Infighting happens.
and then someone got
Um,
decapitated.
Yep.
Yeah.
All because I was pushed on the exact same
Stairs.
level. I was about to fucking break my own neck again. Literally, we were gonna have the fool all over again, but he just pushed me down the stairs. I'm like, thank fucking God. You're dying now.
Fang almost died again too in the basement. It wasn't against that
Nymphia
plot
almost
line.
died.
Yeah, Nymphia almost died. Pretty much everyone almost died again in the murder house before it was the murder house.
Lovely.
I don't know.
But I like everyone's characters so far here.
Yeah, everybody's got really interesting stuff.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited to like see with this, like when we get in past like this part, right? Like making it into Drakkenheim or going in back and forth, where all the goals that we made for like ourselves, how they'll like work together, or if it'll create, you know, separate paths here and there.
Yeah.
Where sometimes splitting the party is okay because like the goal isn't like the most dangerous thing.
Yeah. I agree.
It'll be interesting to. I'm curious
my
to see
goal
how that
is
all
to-
pans out.
My goal is a fucking.
My goal is fucking. Is that?
Fucking. It's a fucking. It's a fucking mess. I'll tell you that. It's a mess. It's a mess.
Could you imagine though if your goal was just like, yeah, my goal is to smash on top of the crater?
Bro, that'd be hilarious,
That'd be
brother.
so funny.
Yo,
Bigger than my
yo,
crib and
that
then I
was
freak
so
her.
funny, bro.
Yeah. Mine
Oh,
are
man.
silly. Like I do enjoy that. Like I feel like it brings some humor to it. Because mine deal with like food and being like a good brother.
Oh. Make like
Yeah.
make like a fantastic ass dish, and that'll be your goal.
Uh-huh.
Help a tons.
Yeah, he's just looking for
morale.
Gordon Ramsay in the crater.
I was just right. I was just gonna say I become the Gordon Ramsay of the party. My next feat will be chef.
Yes.
I just
Oh,
thought
and my
somebody
other
would
goal
cheat.
was shiny things.
Respect.
I wanted to play this character as like my real life cat.
Food.
Yep. Yep.
Shiny.
It's gonna be the middle of the
Respect.
night and we're not gonna have enough to eat and he's just gonna be sitting outside meowing.
Why do you think we're going out hunting?
Right. You're just gonna see me like one time randomly. We'll be in the group chilling at camp, and then I'll like get really wide eyed, and then just start running across the camp back and
You
forth.
zoomies.
Not the
You'd have the fucking
zoomies.
zoomies. Bro's already planning it out. Premeditated zoomies.
Meditated zoomies.
I like sit back down, and I'm just like, sorry about that.
Yeah, you just
Yeah,
see me
it'll
like
be like in the middle
never-
of a serious conversation. I'll be like, and then everyone I love died in front of me, and you're just like running laps.
Yeah, it's just all you hear is.
I like
Or
run
it'll
to, like,
be-
one side of the thing and whip my head back, and I say, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Or it'll be like in the middle of an important dialogue with an NPC, and you'll just be like, hairball. Sorry.
It happens sometimes.
Continue.
My life is.
I believe you were talking about how you lost your wife, and that's why you're gonna end the world.
Somehow there's like a laser pointer, and I'm just like trailing off.
Yeah, exactly. That'll be what I do because I have fucking starry wisp. I'll just have like little
like,
lights for you to chase.
There it is. Oh my gosh.
The dancing light is gonna be like our one weakness.
Yeah.
It's like that
Mid-combat.
cat when it looks at the Christmas lights with its eyes so dilated.
Yeah.
Red's gonna think like the ultimate evil villain, like all of a sudden like has a laser pointer, and we're just like, fuck!
Ah,
Make a wisdom save, add triple
Art.
disadvantage.
it's our worst enemy.
The red sun.
They cast rope trick, and we're like, ah.
Use it as a scratching post.
Everybody back yet?
Yeah.
I'm back.
Yo.
Well, I never left. I never left. I'm lying.
Saying I'm here.
We were planning against you.
You were.
Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare.
All right. As you guys begin to adventure, chicken, stripes, and tuna, deep in the woods together. So you see the beautiful canopies of the trees as it kind of is like dim with a little bit of light shining through here and there. You can see some animals and wildlife, very small creatures as they vanish away from eyesight. Kind of crunching on the branches, some stones. As it's rather beautiful, but unknown to what creatures lie in the woods itself. As you guys can convey yourself as you see fit, and let me know when you do want to hunt. We can get into that real quick. This is a great introduction for you and Stripes to get to know each other.
So this is like as we're heading out, like towards this way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You said your name was Stripe, yeah?
Not much of a talker.
I was just thinking that, Tuna. Well,
Well, we don't need him anyways. Let's go hunting together.
yes. Can't waste valuable time right now. I'm
Mm-mm.
hungry. Chicken needs food, yeah.
Tuna will find the rest.
Oh no, he's back.
Are you ready to go hunting, Stripe? Yeah?
Of course.
Food.
Gotta have meat.
I'll go up ahead. Find the rest.
Okay, be careful though. I'll keep my eyes on you.
Always.
As the eyes widen, they dilate.
Just give me a second here. How long does Bless work on this version?
It's a minute, I think.
Oh, just a minute. Okay, never mind then.
Yeah, it's still a minute. Concentration. The usual.
And then, just as a heads up, Red, I do have 10 feet of blind sight. Just in case, like, while we're going out here.
I think I'll go up ahead to scout out for any unsuspecting prey.
Food.
I think he's trying to make us fight a dragon.
Right.
He doesn't know which one.
Give me a survival check if you want to hunt.
All of us.
Yeah. Well, depending if you don't want to, you can.
Ah, damn it, so close to a natural 20.
A 3.
All
I
right.
wonder if we're gonna find any rabbit out here.
All right. For those that had succeeded a 10 or higher, roll me a d20. For those that didn't, don't bother rolling.
Another d20?
Mm-hmm.
I am average, man.
And I am way below average.
Way below average, man.
All right. You eventually come across in your spottings and your eyesights, stripe. You do see some small game. You see a squirrel.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of
As it's on the
Go
tree,
down.
about 30 feet up of you. As
Okay.
I'd like you to stealth. 11. All right. You're stealthy as you begin to move closer. What would you like to do?
I get on all fours and I kind of start to go into like the feline aspect of the hunt, and just kind of keeping an eye. And then I'm going to start kind of chittering to try to attract it, and stay in the foliage though. Like if we're in foliage or behind cover.
You're in like a bush or some sort. It's pretty
Yeah,
dense.
try to convince it to come to me.
The squirrel looks around as it begins to put another nut in its mouth.
I kind of shake a branch a little bit to try to kind of tempt it.
As it runs away, it's scared of it.
I'll just kind of keep watching it.
It looks like it goes up to the highest tree, as it's about 30 feet high.
Okay. Squirrel really isn't very worthy of killing. So I'm just going to kind of watch it and keep an eye around the perimeter to see if there's anything else that I find.
Alright, let's see what Tuna finds. As Tuna, you come across what looks like a cave of some sort. You hear something sleeping in there, snoring back and forth.
Time to investigate. Stealth mode. Bam!
Alright, you begin to stealth your way there, avoiding any branches, anything else. You get closer to the cave itself. This chicken, I'm assuming, is behind you, depending if they wish
That
to
is correct.
join you.
Yeah.
Alright, roll me a stealth check, chicken.
Oh
God.
man,
Yeah.
As
really
you
with a plus
step
7.
on a branch, It kind of groans a little bit as you hear a loud roar coming from the cave. Almost like a yawn, not like more of an aggressive, more of it's kind of waking up. As you feel like your entire body, from like a cartoon, your tail goes up as it begins to get really kind of scared. As you can give me a nature or history check.
Where? Both are the same.
Oh god. Tuna, you know what that is. It is a bear.
Oh.
How far am I away from these two?
Can we handle a bear?
Say about you're like 60 feet at least. You do hear a groan of something yawning in the distance.
Oh, okay. If I hear that, then I'm gonna disembark and kind of stealthily go towards the groaning, thinking that that might be where the allies are. On all fours and just kind of slowly creeping my way.
Big bear.
Do we know what the type is?
No, not until you see it.
Oh, I think I'll look at
Chickens, just like, give me a second. I will see what bear it is. It could be a scary one.
Okay. Just tell me when to come in. Be careful, yeah.
I'll try to see.
Alright. You begin to stealth in there with your eyes further into the depths as you kind of step in some poop along the way. As you kind of wipe it on the rock.
It's like
You can see it's a brown bear. As you can see, there are cubs in there.
Oh.
I'll leave.
Like, are we murdering the bear family?
We'll murder them all.
You leave. As you see Chicken there. Wondering. As
You're
there's
dangerous.
Stripes kind of moving in the bushes as the bushes move behind you, but you don't see him.
Okay, well, let's keep looking then. If we have enough time, yeah.
Yes. Let's go. We're about to go children murdering.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to kill the bear family.
The bear seeing bears never saw it coming.
Oh. Leave the kids with no parent. It would come back to haunt us in this campaign.
All right. You eventually meet up again, realizing come empty-handed. Stripes kind of curious what you found.
We found a bear.
I found a squirrel.
Did you get the squirrel?
I don't think it was worth it.
No. That's a shame, yeah.
We would have only been able to feed it one person, if that.
Yes, that's the point of a hunt.
No, the point of the hunt is to supply enough food for everybody.
Mm.
You guys keep hunting if you like. It's been another
Yeah,
hour in the woods.
Oh yeah, he just looks at you with like a scowl. Is like,
The point of a hunt is just to survive.
when you're by yourself, yes. But when you're with a group, you supply enough food.
Chicken would already be like wandering off for food.
it's still like walking behind. Yeah.
They already have food. We're getting more for ourselves.
If that's the case, I'll remember
Exactly.
that next time.
Chicken's hungry.
I'm gonna pick up a random mushroom and say, "Here, something to eat."
No. That's not a hunt. It's gathering.
At least it'll satiate your stomach for a moment.
Like, if you try to hand it to him, he'll, like, slap it.
Okie dokie.
As you
He
guys
said
roll,
this one. Oh, sorry.
you can roll another
Go ahead.
survival check as you go further into the woods. So now you'll be 2 hours out.
I'm coming in with the clutch. Natural 20.
It is getting darker, so the sun is dwindling. Alright, so you all roll me a d20 again for an encounter.
Average man.
Oh, Tuna, you already know what that is.
We find the same bear.
You're like, oh,
Well, this
You
time
see,
I might
you
not
see
be
an actual
family.
bear hunting, and this one's bigger.
Oh,
Oh.
crap.
This is a grizzly bear. As it looks like it's hunting fish in the river. As it's twice the size of the one you saw. Looks like a male.
Okay, maybe not fight that one.
How come?
Too dangerous.
It's a lot of meat, though.
Then go fight it.
No.
If we'll work together, we might be able to take it out. But
Then
let's
you
see
start.
what else we can find first.
let's just see if we can find something else.
Hmm.
So what you see is basically that, a cave bear. Big boy.
Big boy.
Cave bear last on the hunting trip.
They were never seen again.
Right.
Alright.
Last resort option.
Chicken, you see a boar.
Ooh. Okay.
So it looks exactly like the one Tuesday's, on Saturday's game. Just kidding. Just-
You
I don't
kill.
wanna kill it. I don't kill it.
Well, we're
You kill Wilbur.
Oh.
Alternate Wilbur.
no. Can I sneak up towards it?
Sure, you can try.
Tuna.
Yes,
Looks like we could get this one, I think. Yeah?
seems like it.
You
Easy
guys want some
prey.
assistance?
Oh, yeah.
He's about 100 feet away from it. It's currently licking a rock.
A rock.
Licking a rock.
Yeah, it's like licking the slime off of it and stuff.
Okay.
Oh, it's gross ass piggy.
This is like try to catch up to it.
Yeah.
Alright, well, let me see your 9 stealth. That's it notices you as it starts running.
Away?
Get it!
Yeah, running away. You have a range attack?
I do.
I do. I also. How far away would you say we
It's
are
100
from it?
feet away from you, so within
100.
I would say within its range, you probably got at least 30. You're like 30 feet away from it.
Okay,
as it
so if
starts
I were to
running
like use
away.
my feline agility, I could catch up to it and then hit
It'll pace you. It runs 80 feet with its action
it.
dash.
Okay.
Hmm.
So I'm giving you an attack roll right now within 30 feet.
Okay, I do have a short. Or I do have a long bow. Yeah, might as well. I'll give it.
Was
like,
it
a
able to
shot.
see me?
as soon as Chicken went for it, because it was Chicken's roll, I'm assuming Chicken went first. That's
Got
it. Holy shit, you got a lot of fucking text for this shit.
Right, I'm not sure why it did that.
Then you could probably remove it in the thing, but yeah. Roll damage.
I'm trying to click it. It won't.
On the bottom, it doesn't let you.
Yeah. That's weird.
It did for me.
Huh.
13 damage. You kill it instantly. The board
Nice.
just goes down.
Yeah, kind of just give it a silent clap.
Alright. Roll me the pounds of this thing, or you can roll me a d20 chicken, see how heavy this boy is. 12 pounder. That will feed you countless days. Each pound is one meal for the day.
You'll see like Chicken like sprint over after he like downed it, and he kind of like jumps on it and is like, look what I got, yeah. And I'll pull out
Nice.
the arrow.
Nicely done.
Thank you. I'm gonna try this one more time just to see, just as a test. Why does it still put all the info there? And it still won't let me click the damage. Weird.
Yeah, it's kind of grayed out for me too. Like, I know I'm not the one that does the stuff, but yeah.
I click his.
Maybe there's a description. Like, you probably have. Because he didn't change the description, right?
No.
Maybe.
Oh,
I think it's
well,
showing,
no,
like-
because when I sent it over to him, I tried to... Let me see if I can remove the GM thing off of him. No, it says I can't. I cannot remove because I added it into the game, so... I'm sadly unable to give him full rights to his character for some reason. So when I transferred the character over through the vault, it forced me to be DM with him. I can't just let him do whatever.
I see. I can still click the damage though, like that. So that.
Yeah, because it says whispered GM. I see.
Oh well, that I can turn off. That I was just so it wasn't.
Well, for like so you can play your character, but I'm not unable to unmount myself from journal and edit control. I have to put myself on your sheet because I can't.
I see. I'm just moving.
Because I transferred it into this game.
No worries.
But that shouldn't.
You are part of a god.
Yeah, it'll just show the info in there because I just deleted like the info, but it's still showing like when I click my attack.
All right. Okay. Yeah, so you kill it. As you just kind of fire right in the back of its head as it just hits its cranium and it just drops down. It's a big fat one. Very fatty.
Big matey.
It's a heavy one. It's going to take 2 people to carry this thing, especially at your stature. As you're 2 hours away from
this
campsite.
Yeah, I'd have Juna be helping me. And then I know Stripe saw something too, I think.
Yeah, Stripe. What was your roll, Stripe?
I think it was a 7.
I think it was a 7.
You see... Oh man, there's another one. All right, give me a stealth check. You see a hawk flying overhead.
Mm.
Your 11 is so low that you can make an attack roll, but it is 60 feet above you. It's currently flying. Do you have a range attack?
Yeah, I am going to cast. Guiding bolts. And I think he needs to make a dexterity.
No, it's just
or-
it's on hit. That's all it is.
Oh, so that's a
10's
miss
a miss.
then.
It fires and it hits a tree instead. As the hawk flies away.
Damn it.
So you, for the first time, as you guys see, this kitty cat can fire a beam out of its hands.
Yeah, my hand also kind of grew double its size too when it threw the beam. And then it just reverts back to normal right as soon as it was finished. I guess I'm not going to
I'm
do
too
very good
focused on
today.
food.
I don't exactly have a rope to help out. But if you guys have any rope, maybe we could kind of make a sled and just kind of pull it.
Yeah, I would have rope. Like we probably would have had its like back and front feet like tied and
Yeah, and just kind of have it so that way all three of us can pull it. Like put it on a sled so that way we're not scraping the skin off of it and infecting the.
It's got all that fur.
Oh, it's really padded. This is a hairy piggy. Alright, as it takes some time, but you eventually make it back towards the camp. You do smell food, tuna, and chicken and stripes as they have finished stew. After a while of cooking, they've made a carrot potato with pieces of pork as they're kind of pouring in the bowls whatever they have on hand and eating as they're talking and having a conversation. Ouch you.
Chicken would drop the rope and bolt in to go get food.
As you guys get the heavy amount of weight, you're like, ooh!
Yeah, I guess I just keep trying to drag it to the cart.
Well, it looks like
I'd look over and go help her pull it.
It looks like you guys had quite an adventure there. I'm quite surprised you've actually caught something.
Yes.
We're
It was
cats.
not very difficult for me. Yeah.
You're
I
a
want to
tiger.
eat now. Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
We could have stayed here and had some stew, but I suppose one's belly's beyond my own, I guess.
Chicken has his like hands out wanting food.
There's a later there. Grab a bowl that you have there in your pack if you have a mess kit.
He's like already like doing it, just like as much as he can.
Just be sure to don't put any cat hair in there.
Mm-hmm.
This
And
is
he'll like take
piping
his bowl.
hot. As soon as you put it out of your mouth is on fire. Blow on
You'd
it.
see him kind of like, whoo. And then he would go sit by, I'm assuming Wern and Herringbone are there with Jorzen.
Yeah, Jorzen completely stops what he's doing, and he kind of helps Stripe get the boar onto the wagon.
Yeah, I'd go sit by them and waiting like very eagerly but patiently for the soup to cool.
This would be chickens, Jorzans, so keep that in mind. We can't just take it.
Someone has the butcher in.
I failed
start breaking
ours.
apart.
Oh yeah, I'll cut it up later.
So, how is your adventure in the Brackenwoods? Or Bracken Walls, my apologies.
We saw a bear, and then a bear, and then a bear, and then a boar.
I'm glad you didn't face off a bear. I wouldn't want to see less of you come back.
We know our strategies.
Stripe said he found a squirrel.
Oh yeah, that sounds like a pretty good game. For
Yeah,
maybe
the
a
He didn't
hawk.
catch it though.
Unfortunately. Well, that's why I didn't go after it. Tried to do a little deceiving tactic to try to test my close quarters, but kind of fled. Then the hawk is just a little evasive. Nobody's perfect. You can't one shot. Really hard to hit people.
I'm sure you'll get them next time.
Oh, I can guarantee.
He just looks like he puffs out his chest, but like in a prideful manner. He's like,
You don't have skill like we do.
Chicken's just standing up tall.
That's fine. Little rusty.
Chicken's finally eating his food now. It's cooled off, I'm assuming.
I'm gonna go and request my portion or ask for my portion and eat it as well.
So what did you guys find out? Well, you weren't out hunting.
There's not as much stuff in the forest as I thought there would have been.
Not in Westermar, with being close to the ruins, a lot of the animals have fled around the vicinity of the area. The further we go deeper, the less you'll see, the more likely foreboding interests of hunting or even fishing.
Which is unfortunate because we had to go in 2 hours just to get this one.
Supplies I'm bringing towards Emberwood will suffice the village for a month.
I suppose I should ask. Should we be establishing some sort of watch order or something for tonight?
I'm assuming so. You're the gods I hired.
I can
Yes.
go first, if that helps.
So add a character. You can guys instead of doing a 4-watch, you can do a 3-watch where you can pair up together. Where this is a great opportunity for roleplay.
I could pair up with someone if they wanted to, stand watch with me.
I will take third watch. Or second watch.
middle one.
Bunny, when would you like to do the watch?
I could do the last one. I have a little bit of magic that will help me tell what the weather will be like on part of our travels, at least in the area. So probably more accurate if I use it at the start of the day rather than start of the night.
What about the human? You said Warren was a human, right?
I think he might be AFK.
Yeah.
He's a human, Marlon. Your host. He's paying you to keep watch. He's not keep watch. But you could potentially.
No,
ask him.
Warren Gray.
Oh yes, he's. Yeah, my apologies.
I can keep a last watch.
I'm
I
gonna
think that's a
watch
good
what
idea.
you're-
I don't think it'd be a good idea for me to watch him yet.
Watch who?
Harrington or Herringun. But I was wondering where and what watch he wanted to take. But they might not be here.
So Herringon said last
Yeah,
with
I'll
Jorzen.
I'll take
Yeah.
the last watch.
I said I would be taking middle or second.
And you were Tuna, right?
Mm-hmm.
See.
I think you said you were going to be in the first.
Yeah, I'll be first watch. Warren is muted if he was wondering why aren't you guys listening to me?
But yeah. Okay, so then it's settled. You can have first watch, and then the other cats will take middle watch, and then Jorzen and I can take last watch. If that works for you.
Yeah, it works for me.
All right. First watch. Are you guys pairing together in the 3-watch combo, or are you doing the 4-watch?
I guess we're
The 3-watch.
indirectly pairing.
Okay, 3-watch
for
is
3-watch.
probably a lot of you like 3-watch because it's a great way to have two eyes and have a conversation. So who wants
Yeah.
to have first watch with stripes, or who wants to, you know?
I think what we're just gonna assume Warren is passed out.
Oh, he's not there anymore.
No, he seems to be muted or AFK.
He's probably busy with something.
Did he return from break?
I don't know. I haven't heard him talk. Oh, yeah, he has. He came back. He was talking at the campfire, but I don't know if he. Maybe he hasn't.
No, I'm gonna sit on him or stand on him while he's sleeping, like a freaking cat would do, and just kind of keep an eye.
Okay.
While the tail's whipping across his face.
All right. What do you do on your watch?
I just really pay attention and then I kind of subtly trying to wake Warren up while just watching, trying to be quiet. I'll get up occasionally and kind of pace around the area about 15 feet away from the camp just to kind of see what's around and to check for any ambushing or anything along those lines.
Roll me a perception check. Convey on the watch for 2.5 hours as you begin to keep an eye on everybody else. As Warren is knocked out, likely full from his hot meal. As near waking, he begins to just push you off as he just gets comfortable. As after the 2.5 hour watch, you can wake up the next 2 individuals as you see fit.
I'm gonna go up to Chicken and I'm gonna guess, like, did we have any bread with the food?
Not really. The bread wouldn't. It would go stale as soon as you arrive. So it's usually perishables like salted meats, vegetables.
Okay, I'm gonna say that I kept one piece of meat and I'm gonna kind of wave it in front of Chicken's face, and right next to his nose, hoping that would wake him up, knowing that food is kind of his thing that he can't resist.
Even with his eyes closed, like before waking up, he would have already tried like biting it like immediately as soon as it was in front of his nose.
And I pull it away.
Mm-mm.
Here, kitty,
Food.
kitty, kitty,
Mm.
kitty.
He would see you.
It's your turn.
What do you need?
I don't.
Okay.
I'll let you wake up your brother.
Already awake.
Oh, okay. Well, how convenient.
Who's he got the alert feet?
Here you go, chicken. And I'll hand him the piece of meat.
He'll take it like really fast and eat it. Well, get some rest, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go right beside Warren and just kind of smack him. Not enough to hurt him, but just you asshole. And it'll go near Jorzen, and it'll just kind of curl up and get ready to sleep.
Stretches a little bit. My time already.
You fell asleep. I think
Yeah.
it's our turn.
Stripe was upset with you, I think. Yeah.
Oh. Well, looks like nothing bad happened anyway. Wake me if anything bad does, so. Kind of like passes back out.
Shining Man is lazy, yeah?
Shining Man, not that lazy. I like everyone but Stripe.
I feel he just takes getting adjusted to at first. He seems nice and protective of Jorzen. Jorzen's a bit quiet as well, but they make good pair, I think. Yeah?
I like Jordan. Not much of Stripe.
Well,
He doesn't know the
gave
true
me food,
instincts
so-
of hunts. Yes, but we both know what that means. He wants something or to use someone.
But food.
Food is different. Food can be given to anyone.
Yes. I know you tell me sometimes that it gets me in trouble, but I can't help it. I mean, if you have food, I feel like you must be a good person, yeah.
And that's why I'm here. I need to make sure the right person gives you food. If a bad person gives you food, what'll happen like last time? I had to get the Thieves Guild off of us.
Yeah. Well, thank you for everything again, Tuna. You're always the best. And he'll like squeeze you like really tight.
Too much! Too much! I'm
And then
dying!
he'll, like, well, I'll walk around for a minute and see if I hear anything.
Yes.
And Chicken would like circle around.
You guys can roll a perception check if you want.
Now I think
As I'm assuming chicken is like carving into the pig.
Right, cutting it up.
we're
Walking
gonna
around.
snoop around.
Okay.
Look at everybody's stuff.
You can even look in Marlowe's caravan as well. But remember, this stuff needs to be set towards Emberwood Village.
I think I'll look at like everybody's stuff except Marlo because he's paying us.
Stealth mode.
17. Anybody's passive perception 17 can convey him snooping your stuff, but if not, you are sleeping like a baby.
So all I have is blanket, kind of a flask, tinderbox, and
I bet that flask has milk in it.
yeah, no, it has holy water, but oh yeah, I'll be pissed off if you take this, but I've also got thieves' tools.
You know, yours. I got my own.
He just looks at us like,
He's got
Not
catnip too, secretly.
And a lamp. Oh, that'd be I got catnip too. I got a lamp as well.
It's not lamp oil. It's cat oil. It's like catnip infused.
You probably noticed kind of like a buckler as a shield, and my weapon is a mace. And that's what I have.
Nothing good.
It's like go to the others.
Snoop.
I just have my quarterstaff, and I got some smith tools, a book, and a calligrapher supplies.
Nothing good either.
And then I guess I'll go to Warren. See what you have in your baggie full of tricks, catnip.
Let's see. Do I have my bag? I have 20 copper pieces. And an iron pot, carpenter tools, leatherwork tools, and a healer's kit.
Ooh. But nothing good.
What about the rabbit?
In the rabbit's backpack, there is a herbalism kit, a bedroll, rope, tinderbox, water skin, and a potion of healing.
Nice.
You can like grab the potion of healing.
Weird.
And then put it back.
Okay. Snooping done.
Level 1 characters. You don't have anything.
He just like looks at chickens like,
They don't have anything good.
That's unfortunate. But at least we have lots of meat now.
I will say, if you're looking at the Haragon, hold up, because he's probably trying to hide it. If your passive perception is higher than an 11,
yeah,
you would notice that there's also something that he's got curled in his chest, like kind of under his robes.
I think like I try to flick under the robes. It's like,
What is this?
And you'll notice like a little puzzle box with like runes or some sort of language carved onto each of the panels.
Strange. Looks like he has a better grip on it. Not gonna touch.
I am a smart kitty. Curiosity never killed me. I'ma touch it. I'm just kidding. He'll put the robe back in place, and just be like,
Keep that in mind later.
it's just like, nope.
Nothing good.
Then I'll roll for my perception, because I'm probably gonna be shit. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Let's go.
Shoot,
I
you should
was
have rolled perception on
snooping.
all of our stupid stuff.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
you were paying attention to that instead.
I was seeing what they have so I can protect it later. I'll keep an inventory check just so I know that people have their stuff.
Like a roll
He's
call.
got a black book.
It's just like why
like,
does
keeping
everyone's names on
inventory?
there? Yeah, it's just like why is everyone's name on like specifically each page and having this like everything inside there? And then like when it comes to the herring, I was like weird puzzle book. Weird puzzle like cube. It's like, how did you know?
Is that all you want to do?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, your perception checks suck. 4, 2, jeez Louise.
4 and 11.
Alright, checking is keeping watch even when he's cooking, cutting and stuff. Nothing conveys or happens, as you can wake up the last 2 individuals for their final watch. It's 2.5
Cool.
hours have passed.
I'll like go up to. Good. Okay. I'd probably go up to the herring gun and just like bat him in the face. And like, what?
What? Oi. What was that about?
Your turn.
Oh. Okay. Okay. I'm good.
Good morning, dinner. Yeah.
Good morning.
Let's get some sleep.
Yeah, nothing crazy happened. There's a bit of meat over there if you'd like some. And then he just like walks away. Curls up near Tuna.
Right, wasn't. Ah. And the herring gun's gonna walk up to Jorzen and kind of tap him on the shoulder. Hey. I think we're both on watch here. They kind of only woke me up, but
Oh, okay. I'll get up.
if it's not too personal of a question, how exactly did you meet? And he'll kind of tilt his head towards Stripe.
Oh, well, I met him at the orphanage in Drakkenheim. He came when I was just a child. I went when my parents died, and then one day he just appeared. And then it's like we kind of just bonded over time before the catastrophe happened.
I hope it's not too personal. What was it like? For all intents and purposes, I'm sure I was alive during it, but I can't remember it.
It was definitely something, you know. Before it was fun, you know, playing and stuff. You know, not everybody was able to do, you know, magic, but I was. So it was like fun being different. But then when it happened, the other kids and the foster mother all got infected in turn. I think. I don't know. It all happened so fast. But me and Stripe were able to escape.
Oh. Well, in that case, I'm truly sorry for your loss. That sounds terrible.
This is what he was getting like that. Pull it up. Could you say that again?
I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh.
I wouldn't wish that upon anyone, and I hope I don't know. As we get closer and closer to the city, it seems. I thought that perhaps nature would slowly heal itself, but it seems like it's more disturbed closer to the city.
Definitely. We are going. I'm here to also find answers onto why this stuff happens.
You don't believe it was chance?
I don't know. I've never really been one to believe in just random chances either. Like if people want to find this delirium for magic, I kind of want to know why.
That's fair. Suppose it's an admirable goal, too. But I don't know. There's like part of me that's super excited to see the city, but there's an even bigger part of me that's incredibly scared.
Sometimes having fear helps you stay alive. So fear isn't always bad.
That's true. True enough, I suppose. And then the Herringon will kind of stand up. Well, I'll keep watch on one half if you keep watch on the other.
Okay. I'll kind of like make my way over to my half and go into like a meditation, but I'm also like listening.
As you keep watch, you guys are very attentive around the area. As the day, as you can see the sun kind of dwindling in the distance, rising up. As it touches your skin for the first time upon the next day, as it feels great and feels warm. As people begin to wake up gradually around you, feeling replenished once more. The meals of yesterdays, of leftovers, are none but 9. As you guys break whatever rations you have, as the venture towards Amberwood Village is a long haul itself. As you begin to pack your provisions, pack the boar meat, and either likely salt it if you have any salt on hand. If not, you'll likely have to ration it out throughout the day so it doesn't spoil. As you begin to convey yourself upon the carriage. Is any last thing you need to do before we head out? Be sure to take your party breaks around the vicinity. We won't be stopping.
Kind of like awkwardly fidgets. Actually, yeah. Kind of stands up. I'll be right back. Goes behind a tree.
I'll kind of just stay far enough away so that we still got privacy, but I will be watching his back. Just in case he's going to the restroom.
When he's behind the trees, he dips down below and closes his eyes to pray to his mother and his father. He recites a couple of prayers. He's actually a very avid worshiper of the old gods, even though they don't give a fuck about this
Jesus.
place. But he prays regardless. Keep us safe. Keep me safe. For the people in this caravan, I can feel them all. They're very special. They're going to change the world. Gonna stand up. Oof, I needed that. Gonna come back around. Go to the caravan.
I'd use the little litter box.
There's no sand out here.
We will make dirt into sand.
You just dig a hole and poop in it.
Respect.
Environmentally friendly.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright. As you guys get together and take a voyage across the carriage, begin to venture further into Westermar. As we'll end a session here, as we have much to tell upon next week on our adventure towards Drakkenheim. As we'll get together next week for another interesting tale.